downs and score a few, and we'd be right there. And they did their job. Kids bought in, and I'm really excited for it.
Now, I'm sure you knew we were going to have to talk about this eventually. Braden Foss on both sides of the ball at the end there. It's usually KG that gets those touches on the 50-50 balls. Carroll goes to Foss in the end zone late in that one, and then, not quite the same spot, but also in that same end zone, grabs the pick. What can you say about what he did?
He's a really high IQ player, and he's a good leader for us. And, we just haven't got to the point where we were forced to use him, and we were there. And I'm just so proud of him. He's a great guy. We're just surrounded by a lot of good guys. So.
Another good guy we got to talk about is Guy Tubbs. Had some great plays, and you got to give him an oxygen tank after that one. Goes about 90 yards on a play that ended up meaning nothing. I mean, a little brutal there, but you talked about him getting some college looks this week, and had a touchdown grab, a couple good plays defensively, sealed it at the end with a first down there, and big catch in the first quarter. I could go on. I mean, he had a very good game. What can you say about him this week and, all year?
What a talented kid. He's really smart. He just kind of matches the mold of all these guys that are here, and he's a good leader. He brought a lot of people with him, and they believe in him. We got to the end there, and you saw him move to running back, and Betts moved to fullback, and that was Betts saying, we need to go to this set, and I'll block for him, and this guy can finish the game. And so that was a huge thing for us, and that's a really big thing for a senior to do. So Guy's a really good guy, I guess, and that was just a really big move out of Betts, and I'm really proud of him.
Zane made that call in the huddle.
Yeah, he said, hey, let's just switch it, like not the play call, but he wanted to switch. Guy running it, he thought he could block it and get there, and hey, we did. So a lot of trust into that guy, and they're great guys, but they're good football players too.
Oh, I'm sure. We talked all year about the culture you're trying to set up, the hard work, and you mentioned so much how good of people they are. Can you feel it coming together a little bit? You've won 2 games now. I don't know if you knew this. Back-to-back games, last time you won was more than 2 years ago.
Yeah, we play really tough schedules, and that's just kind of how it goes. I talked to the guys at the end down there in the end zone, and we talked about coming here for a JV game last year, and everybody was injured, and we put a whole new offense in right before we got on the bus to Lakin and played a JV game in the single wing. And and we talked about it after that game. If they'll buy into each other and buy into one common purpose, the sky is the limit for how talented they are. And so it paid off, and it's kind of fun to see how it all came full circle tonight.
Well, we'll be with you 1 week from today in Scott City, close out the regular season on another turf field. 1 week at a time, right? You say it's Lakin week this week, so I won't ask you about next week, but how do you feel about the prospect of making the playoffs here in your first week as head coach, first year as head coach?
We're really excited, and we'll take any matchup that we get, and I'll take these guys to battle any day. So, I'm really excited about that, but I can't get over how great these guys are. I know I'm not making a whole lot of sense, but they're great dudes, and they deserve everything that they get.
Well, I appreciate you taking the time, Coach. We'll be back with you, obviously, pregame and then postgame a week from now. We'll have more of the Flunk Optometry postgame show on the other side of the break on 100.3 The Ride.